Okay, so on this 2014, we're going with 12-inch kicker comp speakers, but the pre-molded blocks. Came with this Harmony kit that'll handle 1800 watts. And then with the 7-inch Silverados, you don't have any RCA jacks in the back, so we bought this. Okay, so on the back side of the radio, on the factory plug, the wire colors that you're going to look for if you use the same line out converter that I'm going to put in the description, you're going to be looking for blue is your left positive, your brown and blue is going to be your negative left, your yellow is going to be your right positive, and your yellow with a black tracer is going to be your negative on the right side, okay? And then all I did is I got some Wagos, and I basically came in with the factory wire in one side of the Wago. It's got 2 on one and then 1 on the other. So I came in on the same side with my factory wire going to the speaker, and then I hooked in my line out converter, and then on the other side went right back to the factory harness. Did that with all 4 wires. Worked perfect. No issues. Taped it up, sealed it, shoved it back behind the radio. There's tons of room back there. Shoved it back behind the radio, no problems there. So everything on this install that we did was done, I wouldn't say professionally, but I mean, we're just, there's nothing professional about us. I mean, I'm just giving you guys our experience, but, you know, me and my brother, we both kind of have done multiple of these in our day. And so we just used our expertise, but it definitely isn't a professional install, but the wires are all hidden. You can't see them. And so, but we really wanted to put it back here to keep people from kicking it. But once this thing gets where we want it, it goes, I've got the seat all the way forward right now, just so I could show you all the wires. But this thing, when the seat's at normal, it's probably here. So, I mean, at most, maybe somebody's toes might hit it or something, but it's tucked away pretty good. So we're pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna pull this off, and then we unplugged these on both sides. And then we're gonna take this one, this one, this one, and this one out. Okay, start. Okay, so we cut the loom, come in on this side. We mounted the fuse right there. We're gonna come off of this side, bring it into the battery like this. And then we're gonna mount, we put the loom on the wire. We're gonna come in here and bring it in on this side, up under here. And then we'll come up on the back side, zip tie it through. We'll go through this grommet here. I'll put some silicone after we cut it. Pop a hole in it. And right now, we're taking this black box off, so we got this screw here. And then we've got a screw up there. We're gonna pull it off, and then we're gonna bring the cable in, bring it down up under here. And then we'll either cut it across here, or we'll cut it across here. We're gonna put the mount the amp underneath the driver's seat. Okay. Jacks, these do not have RCA jacks from the factory for the amp. So, but they gave us the wrong one. They gave us one that we had to tie into the speakers, and I'll attach that too. So what we did was we found out the speaker wire colors for the left and right, positive and negative, installed it in there, and then we brought our RCA jacks down, up under here, back around. And then we brought them down here. Sorry, it's dirty, it's muddy here. So everything is hidden under here, and it's up under the carpet. We popped this off, and we ran it across. So everything's coming down this pillar across there. Here's where we connected them, and then we connected the other side over there. We brought it up under the seat to the seal, and it's just running under here. And then we pulled this off, just pops off. And then we went down and then across. We tried to pull the door panels off, and I'll post a video about pulling these door panels off, some do's and don'ts that we learned on that. But there's zero room to get through here, zero. So we couldn't get our cable through it. So that's when we decided to go behind the radio. Okay, so when you're doing this, if you follow what we did, you are going to have to pull this black box off as much as possible. And when basically pull the 3 bolts out, slide it back as much as you can. Do that. So we pulled this thing back as much as possible, kind of pulled it over here. You can easily access the bottom. And then once you access that, right here, this boot, there's a little knob on it. We cut that knob and we slid it in there and then we siliconed it. And then you can tell, you can't see the wire anywhere. We hid it behind, we zip tied it to the back of this loom, and we'd zip tie it right by each one of these so it'd be strong. Brought it over. Here's our fuse. We're coming in this side and then out of this side into our battery. So that got us our positive. So here's the RCA jacks that we ran into the carpet and then down under the door seal and to the back of the radio that I was telling you about. Here's our speaker wires, our left and our right, left and right, that are going to the subs. Here's our positive that is running underneath here where it can't get pinched. We pulled this plastic off, it goes down, and then it jumps in underneath there and goes all the way up behind the black box, through the rubber grommet that I was telling you about, down along the loom into the fuse. This negative, we ran the negative and the remote, they follow each other. So they're going down into the carpet, back around the carpet. We didn't want to run it through here and pinch it, so it's running right through here. It's going up. We popped this off. I'm going to attach a link for some really good tools to remove all of this plastic. It's really good stuff. In here, and then behind here is a frame ground or frame bolt. We grounded it to that. Then our accessory or our remote wire comes in here and ties into our accessory, tees into our accessory positive, because this accessory wire here only comes on when the key's on. So that way we don't run our battery down. So speakers sound great. I'll at the end of the video, I'll turn it on a little bit. I know it's not going to be great because, you know, your phone volume, but I want you guys to hear it. Comes on, did a few tweaks and adjusting to get it to sound good, but really happy with it. I think the whole system from these guys with the box, the 212 kicker 12s, this kicker 800 watt amp, all of the cabling, everything I think was $600. So we feel like it was a really good deal. Okay, let me jump off of here and we'll turn it on and let you hear it. Guys, this project, with all of the issues that we ran into, with just some of the stuff that we didn't get, and then not doing it in a 2014 Silverado before, it took us probably 4 hours. We could easily go back and do another one in 2. This is not a hard project. This is not something that you can't take on. There's no reason in spending, $800 to have somebody do it. You can definitely do it yourself if you have any kind of technical ability. So I would highly recommend you do it.